Good evening, good evening, everyone. This is your girl Zakia, Miss Queenly and Confident, found in Queenly and Confident Brands, and I wanted to come to you tonight just with a little thought of something that I hope that not only just inspires you, but it motivates you to do more, to be more, and to want more. Because I don't think that there's nothing wrong with that, within reason, but there is a time and place for it. And so, as you can see, the title of this is called "What We Gonna Do," or "What You Gonna Do." Well, it's based off of the song by Erica Badu. It's called "I Want You." And so, if you're familiar with the song, or if not, get a chance to listen to it because I think it goes really well with what I'm going to talk about tonight. And it's the fact of what are you going to do? And so, in the song, she goes on. And it initially starts, let me back up. It initially starts with the fact of saying, I want you. And so she's very persistent with the whole fact of this love interest she's pursuing, and she talks about the fact that she's tried so many things, but it still won't go. It won't go away. It still won't go away. And she says, like for instance, it says, you can pray to early May, fast for 30 days, still it won't let go. Oh, got a good book and got it all in. Tried a little yoga for a minute, but it won't let go. Oh, tried to turn the sauna up to hot, or drunk a whole jar of holy water, but it won't let go. And so, my question to you tonight, in addition to what we're going to do, what is it with you that will not let go? So many people see the things that are going on in our society. We hear them. We live in the midst of them. We read about them, or we hear about them. And so the question is, what are you going to do? Here's the deal. I believe that oftentimes too many of us equate the little that we have to not being significant or not being enough to help make a dent in anything. I would say with that, in and of itself, the first thought is the one that's faulty. The fact that we don't think that the little that we have does anything. It does, but here's the deal. Just like with Jesus at the 2 fish and the 5 loaves of bread, there was a little bit that he had, but he started with that. Just like the widow who had just the cake and the flour, and she used the little that she had. It's the little that you have that's going to be the genesis of the grandiose, the big thing that you want or that you're designed to happen. Oftentimes, too, when we think about the fact of that's something that we want to do, or something that we can't let go of, what is that thing for you? What is that particular thing for you that says, oh, I can't let this down, or this thing that's constantly coming to your mind, this ideal, this thought? Because here's the deal. Well, all that we see that's going on, the very thing that won't let go of you, or that thing that thought that's constantly on your mind, could be the very thing that you could do to actually make your mark, or to make a place in this world. The thing is, sometimes we have a tendency to sit back. I had a good conversation today with one of my mentees, and we were talking about this. But the very thing is that with that little that you have to make the first steps. I think all too often, too many times, so many of us get wrapped up in the fact that we want all the steps, we want the plan, we want to be perfect. When, in fact, God has told, like, each of us on any occasion, to start with this little. Because what I can tell you countless times, I know I can't just name it on one hand. There's countless times where I have stepped up and I have seen God step in and provide everything else I need. He's just waiting for me to make the first step. Think about this. It's just like a parent with a child, right? So with that child, especially when they get to the driving age, that child wants a car. But think about this. Usually the very wise, the very prudent parent is not going to get that child a car if they're not handling everyday responsibilities in the house in the manner in which they know that that particular child can. So just like with that, just like you as a parent wouldn't give your child something before it's time, why would God give you something before it's time? And especially He's known time and time again, you've not followed through, you've not been consistent with what it is. I'll tell you, even my own personal journey and things, and like tonight, I've started back with the lives, and although I'm not live face to face, I'm live on audio. It was the attempt to do and make a commitment to what I said I was going to do, because what I know is that there's something God has given me to say in this world, and by the various means, the various vices that He's given me to say, that I have a responsibility to do that. And so, whereas over the last few years, I've had a tendency to kind of draw within, come in, and close in some cases, and not always readily share what He has given me, that responsibility and that task for me to do that is now greater than ever. I never know what words God may give me. I never know what encouragement, what inspiration, what motivation I may be able to provide for the next person, just because of the fact I do, or even giving somebody the courage to even stand and to make a choice, to make a decision that they never thought they could do. But they would never know they can do it if I never showed up with my voice. So my question to you tonight is, what are you going to do? What is that thing that's nagging at you, that's calling you, that you can't let go? Is it the idea of a particular service that's going to meet the need for someone? Is it a particular invention, that that would make life easier maybe for a certain population? What is it that you're going to do? Because no matter what it is, it has a place in the universe, and God wants to use it. So, hey, I want you to consider that. Think about it. Do me a favor. Share this with other people who you think that could use this message. Other people who may could be affected by this message, because we know that sharing is caring, and if you know someone who is at that point, or they're constantly talking about something they've been wanting to do and have yet to move on it, yeah, tell them to check in with this video or this recording, live recording, okay? So I'll talk to you all later. Hey, Sojourner. Hey, to Neil. I didn't even look up to see who was on here tonight. So you, if you're just popping on, you can catch the replay. And thanks so much for popping in and joining us today and saying hi. And if you would do me a favor and share, I greatly appreciate it. Y'all take care. Good night. Bye-bye.